Hey everyone. Today we are going to review other people's driving and explore all the things that drive us all crazy that other people do when they're behind the wheel. Starting with driving on the freeway. The first few things I'm going to mention all pertain to the freeway. And the number one biggest thing that continues to drive me nuts at all times is the people who camp out in the passing lane like they own it. I shouldn't have to explain this to you all, but on the freeway, the far left lane is specifically for passing. When you get on the freeway, your slow drivers go in the right lane, your normal speed drivers go in the middle lane, and the left lane is reserved for passing the other two lanes. Some people, however, feel that this lane exclusively belongs to them. I've seen people, when they get on the freeway, they're barely going the speed limit, immediately shoot over to the passing lane and just stay there as long as they're on the freeway for absolutely no reason. So let me tell you, if you're in the far left lane on the freeway and there's absolutely no one out in front of you and a line of cars a mile back behind you, you're doing it wrong. Get out of the passing lane. You're not passing anyone. So get out of the passing lane and free up space for other people to go by. The second big freeway problem are the drivers going way too slow for the freeway. If the speed limit is 70 and you're going 50, you don't need to be on the freeway. And you are making driving on the freeway very dangerous for everyone. And this is going to cause an accident. Another big issue on the freeway is people not realizing their exit is coming up pretty much immediately and suddenly cutting across 2, 3, 4 lanes of traffic just to avoid missing your exit. At this point, just take the L. Go an extra mile down the road, get off there, and then come back. When you're cutting across all these lanes of traffic, you're driving erratically. You're going to cause an accident. So just don't do it. It's not worth it. A lot of these things with driving come down to it's the potential loss, having a huge accident and potentially dying is just not worth the upside of saving 2 minutes by getting your exit that you wanted, right? So just go to the next exit instead of cutting off 50 people and potentially causing a huge accident. The final big issue I tend to have on the freeway is not on the freeway, but the on-ramp to get on the freeway. Now, the on-ramp is designed to be a transition where you can get up to speed to match the pace of the drivers on the freeway. On city streets, you're just going 30 or 40 miles an hour. You want to use the on-ramp, the quarter mile or so, however long it is, to increase that speed to match the 60 or 70 miles an hour that the freeway drivers are going. A lot of people, for whatever reason, just don't seem to do that. They just go 30 the entire length of the on-ramp, and then all of a sudden they're on the freeway and everyone's whizzing by them, and the people who were in the right lane on the freeway, they're now trying to merge with this huge difference in how fast they're going. Use the on-ramp to get up to speed, please. Coming off of the freeway, now talking about driving on city streets. When you're stopped at a red light and light turns green, what takes so long for you to take your foot off of the brake and apply it to the gas pedal and move? Stop paying attention to whatever else you're paying attention to, and please drive your car. When the light turns green, put your foot on the gas and go. There are people out there who, if the speed limit is 30 miles per hour, the light turns green, it takes them 15, 20 seconds to accelerate up to 30 miles per hour. I'm not saying that you have to stomp your foot down on the gas and, live your life a quarter mile at a time, Fast and Furious style. But just with normal acceleration, you should be up to 30 miles per hour in like 5 seconds. So please, when the light turns green, go immediately. First of all, don't just sit there and do nothing, and get up to speed. We all have places to be. Get to where you're going. BMW drivers and Mercedes drivers. Everything I've discussed today about these things that people do wrong when they're driving, a vast majority of the time, when I look and see who is doing these things, it's BMW and Mercedes drivers. So, sorry, do better. The biggest offender by far and the most dangerous drivers are the ones driving around with their phone in their hand for whatever reason. If you're looking at it, if you're, talking into it on the speaker, but you don't have a car mount or anything like that, and you're just waving it around in the air while it's a distraction still. Buy a car mount, put your phone in the car mount, have it on speaker, fine. Have a conversation on the telephone, but get it out of your hand. Just that act of holding your phone in your hand, however you're using it, is a far bigger distraction than you seem to think it is. Last week, I was driving to work. I came up to a residential area, 25 mile an hour speed limit. I pulled up at a stop sign. I stopped. I'm about to go. And all of a sudden, from my right side, this big SUV comes right through the stop sign. And I see her waving their phone around in her hand, having a conversation, laughing. Didn't even notice me, didn't even notice the stop sign, barreled right through. And if I had gone a second ago, that would have been a huge accident because she had no idea what was going on. So please stop being dangerous. I don't want to die because you couldn't wait, to check your texts or Instagram or whatever. Just put the phone down, get to where you're going, and then check your phone. It's not that hard. Last, but certainly not least, if you drive a massive pickup truck with a huge bed, 50 different pairs of tires that stick out 10 feet on either side of your vehicle, obnoxiously wide, taking up 5 lanes, whatever, and you have never hauled anything a day in your life, you have no need to haul anything, you're just driving this massive truck because it makes you feel good about yourself, I guess. We get it. You have a small pee-pee. The ladies don't like you very much. But please, please.
Stop it. Get some help.
Listen to Michael. Get some help. Drive a normal car. You don't need the huge truck. It'll be fine. I promise. And that's about it. I'm sure a lot of you are going to disagree with some of the things I've said. Maybe you agree with all of them. Maybe I haven't gone far enough. I'm sure I've left some things out, some driver archetypes. Let me know in the comments what drives you nuts about other people driving. I'm sure I'm probably guilty of some of it too. So call me out and let me know what drives you crazy driving. Or what's dangerous and what people just shouldn't be doing. And like and subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks.